welcome back to MD Global Muscle here at the On the Rise Media Studio with me, your host, Giles Thomas, joined by my co-host, AJ, all the way from Norway. And AJ, who are we joined by?
212 superstar Derek Lunsford.
Yeah! Come on, Colin. Come on,
Thank
Colin.
you, guys. Thank you. It's an honor. It's a
One
pleasure.
of the most, because we haven't talked to you since after Olympia, have we?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
Yeah, third time now.
One of the most exciting battles I've seen in a long time was your finals fight at the Olympia 212 at the finals, where you tried to catch. You were a little bit behind Kamal.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But the fight you brought in the finals, you know, Giles had Kamal leading in prejudging, but even you on the All Muscle Development said, I have no problem with Derek Lunsford winning.
Based upon the night show.
Based upon the night show.
Yeah.
It was truly something special, that fight, Derek. What were you going through? What was going through your mind that at the finals after being behind, or do you think you were behind?
Well, first and foremost, thank you for that. There was a lot of emotions behind that fight at the finals that night. But the thing is don't expect to not see that again. You know, from here on out, that's who I was coming into this sport. I felt like there was maybe a couple competitions, couple years where I maybe kind of backed off that excitement, but it's here now. And I'm more excited than ever as of that night, Friday night finals. Did I think I was behind? I mean, I didn't know. I was getting mixed messages from different people that opinions that I valued and whatnot. And I was told I was ahead. I was told I was behind. And this was the point score. And everybody saying, oh, you're crushing everybody. And then some people saying, maybe you're off. So I had a lot of this like, oh my God, this is not what I was expecting this year. I figured I was coming in and I was just going to, truthfully, I think as any champion at the Olympia, I think we all want to come and dominate. And I think that, you know, I left the window open last year to the point where I was like, oh crap, I didn't expect it to really be close. I mean, maybe someone can interpret that as maybe he just got a little big for his, his head. His head got a little bit big. Maybe so. I don't know what it was, but I got to admit to you, between prejudging and finals, I had a lot of emotions and a lot of things going through my head like, oh, shit, you know, man, like this is I'm just kind of confused here about like the morning didn't go quite what I had expected. I knew I didn't look like what I thought I was going to look like on stage, and coming off of prejudging didn't feel right, you know? So coming into finals, I had one of two options. Either lay down and look like a loser and be a loser, or I can just give it my all, have fun, give the crowd what they deserve, because it was sold out. And you know what, man? That was probably the funnest Olympia time I had, was when I was able to just be myself on stage at finals that night. So I'm carrying that excitement over to this year. And for every competition I do, moving forward, I'm excited about bodybuilding. I love bodybuilding. I love being on stage and performing.
One thing I want to know, Ramy in 2018, what he did from the prejudging the day before, because the 212 this year was all on one day, wasn't it? All on the Friday.
Yeah, that's right.
The year before,
and it was like it wasn't on the big stage for prejudging like it was the year before.
Yeah, but I'm saying it was the prejudging between the open all the classes last year was a day apart. In the 2019, it was all done in one day.
That's correct. Yeah.
I want to know, I'm just curious to know how you managed to improve so much from the prejudging to the night show, because the transformation, the only kind of transformation I've ever seen that dramatic was Ramy in 2018 in the Open, where like 24 hours, your whole physique changed. Because I'll be honest, I saw it at the judging, and I was disappointed because you were things weren't popping, things weren't kind of like, because you were the biggest, widest up there, one of the best structures, but the way your physique was popping at the night show in 8 hours, what did you do so different? I don't understand, because it was like literally like a totally different physique, mate.
To be honest, man, I actually didn't do hardly anything.
Really?
And I'm gonna tell you what I did do differently and what caused that. I lost like 5 pounds between that morning, that night.
Yeah.
I think had I done it I posed and posed and posed and posed.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking to the point where it felt like I was working out almost the entire day. I was out in the sun in the beaming 100-degree weather in Vegas every half hour to an hour posing, and I got very little food and obviously no water between prejudging and finals. I was loaded to the max at prejudging, and I was holding water. So
things weren't popping. They weren't popping, but at the night show, like I got a video of you doing a most muscular, and if you compare like that judging to the night show, it's like two different physiques. Because there was there was no lines in your chest, but at the night show, I was like, "What the hell has he done?" Because if you read my comments on the play-by-play, I said I did have you a clear third at the prejudging, but the night show, I was thinking, I think. Calm down.
He wasn't that bad at prejudging.
No. Third place is prejudging, but the night show, I was like. You watch my comments. I said, I think he's going to move up to second. And then I said, actually, I'd have no arguments with him winning it based upon the improvements you've made in those 8 hours.
Well, thank you. You know, at the time, I had a different perspective than I do now. Like, I mean, you know, all of us at the Olympia, I mean, we're giving everything we have to this show, man. You all know. Like, we're sacrificing not just ourselves, but our friends, family, and everybody else. I mean, they're there to support us, but we're literally on a one-track mind for this. And this is the moment. You have to seize it. And, you know, so at the time I thought, man, like there's no way that anybody's going to, you know, rival what I'm bringing. And that was what I had thought, you know, coming into the show, as you know, coming into weigh-ins, coming into the whole weekend. I thought, man, like it's over. Like there's nothing, you know, anybody can do. And the thing is we chose to make decisions, you know, whether it was eat too much or not, you know, pull the water back or whatever, not pose as much. Whatever those like small, minute differences made a big difference on stage. You see what I'm saying? Like
a huge difference. 8 hours.
Exactly.
I've never seen that. I have seen it probably if I really look back over all the hundreds of contests I've been to, I could probably remember. But you know, it was really shocking. Everyone was like, "What the hell has he done in 8 hours?" Because he looks
I'll tell you what,
totally
man.
different.
Like just to be blunt with it is like I think coming into prejudging, like the whole year had gone so smooth that I was like, "Wow, this is perfect. Time to seize the moment." And things didn't quite go on stage the way I thought they were going to. And I got pissed off. I was like, literally, I came back. That's why I said I could either lay down and just accept how it was and just pout about it, or I can step up and I can just fight. And that's, I had to get this pissed off attitude. And I wish James my coach was on this. I wish my fiance was here to be able to tell you this, but I went back to the hotel room and I was literally like pumping them up. Like, I said, let's fucking go, man. Like, it's time to be a champ. It's time to fucking go. We're bringing it tonight. No matter what happens, we're coming. And we're fighting, and it's going to be fucking awesome. And I don't know, man. And honestly, like I said, I was just being me on stage. I didn't think I was being any different. And people came out, whoa, like, finals was awesome. Like, you really brought it. I was like, I was just being me. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. You know, I got pissed, and I was like, let's go. Got the competitor in me, you know?
I mean, you've done 3 Olympias now, 5th, 2nd. So what have you learned for help? Because obviously the more contests, because you're still only like mid-20s, like 26, 27 now?
I'm 26,
26. I mean, so you're still, you know, you're still a bit of a young pup, you know. So what have you learned from that? You and your coach learned from the Olympia to be able to peak perfectly for both the prejudging and the night show. What have you taken from the last couple of Olympias? You know,
you don't make that big of a difference in just a few hours. Like you're saying, like, whoa, what happened to your physique in the morning versus at night?
Yeah,
like you don't make that big a difference as far as losing fat or gaining muscle. Obviously, I mean, most of us obviously know that. Some people watch like. He gained 5 pounds of muscle or lost, you know what I'm saying? Like some people don't understand that. So what I'm saying is people that want to say, oh, your conditioning was off or whatever. Like, I think our conditioning was pretty on. And I think that we brought a really nice physique. I just don't think we nailed it on the stage. So, you know, yes, we can always improve. And I think that we can always get that 1% better in conditioning. I think we can get a little bit sharper. I've noticed myself, which is, I don't know if that's how to take that, if it's just biased or what, but I noticed myself that I feel like my muscles are a lot more dense this year than they were at this time last year.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that was during the prep or had it been post Olympia, but what will I do as far as at the end? I think things went well all the way through the prep, but at the end, I wasn't really posing a whole lot right before the prejudging and night before. And I kept water in, I kept sodium in the same, I kept pretty much everything in the same, which the day before that I was dry as a bone. Everything went perfectly well. So we thought, hey, like, why would we pull it if everything is, going well? So we didn't go real hard on drying out, which I think was the actual problem. And and Kamal, the thing is, man, is he brought his absolute best, and I think that's what Flex brought the year before, his absolute best.
Was it absolute? But you see Kamal for a long time. I've seen Kamal looking great many times. Is this his absolutely best? In your opinion?
In terms of muscle mass, he's always been very. I've only seen him once off in 2013. He's always been very consistent with his conditioning, but I've seen him in that condition, but at 78 kilo or 80. Now he was like 90. Was he 208? So he was about 95. But at heaviest and best condition, yes.
Before we talk about what's going on this season, I just wanted to know, Derek. I think you went into this 2019 Olympia knowing you were going to win, correct?
Oh yeah.
When they, not right there, but like a day or two after when you got home, and I can only imagine being 2 times at the at the Olympia,
Sorry.
No, at second place.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
What did you do? How did that make you feel? What was going on through your mind? Because it must be a huge, when you think you're going to win.
Right. Yeah.
Not all the fans, but at least the Western fans had Derek as a clean sweep. Mm-hmm. How did that make you feel at home?
Well, I tell you what, man. Just to brief you on the week after was probably one of the toughest weeks I've ever had mentally. And that sounds so shitty to say, to be honest with you. You know why? Because people are dealing with real problems in the world, which is, I'm sure you guys are going to bring up my Philippines trip I just got back from, but that's why I go there, is because it really humbles me. I'm like, man, there's people that are dealing with some like real problems in the world. That's what keeps me from, pitying myself as like, oh, you didn't win. You didn't, so it's like, but believe me, man, like you put your heart and soul into something, you believe in something so much, and you have oh my God, I have so many people supporting me, and I'm so thankful for that. Like, I'll tell you this. I was the last guy that walked out of the Orleans Arena Friday night. The very last guy.
Really?
I mean, Flex Lewis and I were talking, and we were the last 2 guys. He walked out ahead, and I walked out the other direction behind him. Yeah. So I was literally the last man outside or coming out the arena. And when I came outside, I had the biggest crowd I've ever seen, like literally cheering, like, yeah, like yelling, like screaming, and just, like super excited and proud. And was just like, and they were all there just for me. I was the only one walking out of that door. Everybody else went to the other door, and I was just like, I had mixed feelings, it was like, oh my God, my friends, my family, everyone that supports me, all the fans were right here, like right there. I'm talking, there was probably, you were there, Giles. How many do you think were there?
There was a lot of people. Yeah.
A lot of people. I'm talking.
Yeah. It's packed. It's absolutely packed. Yeah.
And so, and the thing was I had mixed feelings. I was like, wow, this is all the love and support I'm getting. But these are the same people that was wanting me to earn that title, and I didn't do it for them. So I felt like I got smacked in the face.
We had a conversation that night, actually, when you went up to Kamal, and you said, because I could see had tears in your eyes, and you were so disappointed. And I says, no, you can't. You said I've let down my friends. I was like, no, you can't think of it like that. I says that's not how they're thinking. Even no matter what you're thinking right now, they're proud of you. They're there for you. They're not saying, oh, he's a failure, he didn't win. It's like, come on, man. It's a subjective sport.
That was very comforting, because every time I say that to them or anyone that does support me, they're like, are you out of your mind?
Yeah.
Like, we love you no matter what, and we're supporting you no matter what. Just keep being you. And I'm like, yeah, but I want to do this for us. Like, I don't want to do it for me. I want to do this for us. And I just felt like I didn't do it. So the week after that, I went out to, I fulfilled some obligations with Animal, one of my sponsors. Yeah. And we did a photo shoot, some video and stuff like that. And I have to be honest, I didn't feel like myself. I just felt, I don't want to say depressed, but man, I was down big time. I was not good. But the thing was, I would never let something like that get to me, because I believe I'm a champion first, and I'm going to rise to the occasion. If something gets thrown at me like that, I'm more thankful for it because I can become a better person because of it. But during that time, right after, I'm like, damn, this sucks, man. I didn't know what to think, didn't know what to feel. I just thought, I don't know. I just never had that.
That's a good thing, Giles.
I struggle with the mindset that you feel you're coming out of with your silver medal on, and you're thinking, I can't imagine why you would think I'm not a champion, or because to even be there on that stage, you are a champion. Even to qualify for that show, you are a champion. And it's like, do you think Ronnie Coleman's family, when he got 15th place at the Olympia, came out and went, he's a failure?
No,
it's
but
just you've got that mindset, you've got that drive, and I just think sometimes you can be too hard on yourself, mate. Honestly, I don't know.
I've always been told that.
Yeah, I think you are. I think it's you're very, very. I think it will come with age, where I think you'll just learn to,
So like I tell people, like some people say like, oh, nobody's gonna outwork me. I work harder than everybody else. I don't ever say like I'll say I'll meet up with some friends to go train in the gym, and I'll be like, hey, today is gonna be easy. Today I'm not trying to push myself too hard, and they'll be thinking, are you nuts, man? You just murdered yourself in the gym. And I'm like, to me, that wasn't, I could always give something more. That was something that was instilled in me early when I was a wrestler and a fighter. I just always, I had a coach that was like, man, you can always give more. You think you're giving your all, but you can always give more. So I always have that attitude in everything in my life. So yeah, you're absolutely right. Like when it comes to,
sorry.
No, I was just saying when it comes to my bodybuilding, my career, even when it comes to my family, my fiance, my friends, I always mention them because that's, very important to me. I feel like I'm never giving enough. I'm never enough for, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I can always give more than what I'm giving. And like you said, I tend to be really hard on myself, which has gotten me to where I am. But also sometimes, I beat myself up over it too.
But also be a bit kinder to yourself, mate.
Maybe so.
Seriously.
I like that. I disagree.
I know, but it's a double-edged sword. Double-edged sword.
Because he walked in as the favorite.
Yeah.
He was so close. He gave the most epic battle I've seen.
Yeah.
To hide that high standards for yourself. Yeah. That second place is not good enough when you could be the champ. I like
Never.
it.
No.
Second place is never good enough when you have his genetics and physique and shape and other jewelry.
His earring's falling off.
Because this is not a guy who's just some good 212 guy.
Yeah.
This is the future.
Well, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
And if you are the future, isn't that the mindset you should have to become number one?
I don't care if it's me or someone else. I say yes, 100%. And if they don't, then get off the stage.
Okay, but I'll allow you 1 week after the Olympia to feel like that. But after that, just be a bit.
Like I said, like now I'm good. Now I'm excited. I'm ready to go. I'm more excited and pumped than ever.
Good.
I come back from this, like I said, Philippines trip, and I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I've already been back to the gym training. Yeah, dude, I'm excited. I'm ready.
Good.
I'm ready for this year, man. Big things for this year, as you guys, I'm sure, know. Big things are coming this year.
We gave the Global Muscle Most Improved Bodybuilder Award for 2019 to Sean Clarida. He's told us he's ready for 2020.
We're throwing some names in there.
No matter who steps on, if it's you or Kamal.
Yeah, he's coming for you and Kamal.
Right.
So,
I know.
do you see him as a threat at all? For you, personally?
I love Sean. He's a phenomenal bodybuilder. He's always going to be a threat in the 212 division, no matter who steps on stage. But to be honest with you, I think, I might catch a lot of heat for it, but no, I just don't see him being able to beat me at the Olympia. I mean that in no disrespect, but I got a different fire underneath me this year, and I think that 1 year difference does matter with your physique and your mental attitude. It absolutely does matter, and I just don't think that he's ever. I just think his structure isn't going to be able to rival my best structure or my best physique with my structure. Does that make sense?
Yes, they are two very different physiques. Yeah. Very. In fact,
I'm fully aware. But Sean Clarida did lead in prejudging, got second place.
Okay.
No, the thing was the points were the exact same in the finals as they were in the morning.
Oh,
okay. How did that work then?
How did that work then? I thought Sean Clarida was second in the prejudging. No, he wasn't. Well, then it's not a problem then.
Shut up then.
No, the thing is, I like the guy. I'm actually super happy he did well this last year because the year before he was competing. I mean, actually for years before that, he was competing like, I don't know, probably the most. He had probably most competitions than any other 212 competitor. At the Olympia. So for him to come in, this year and crack the top 5 or even the top 3, I'm actually quite proud of him because he's a good dude. He works really hard. He has a great physique, and I think he's earned his spot in the top 5. Really,
I mean, he went 9th, 7th, 3rd. I mean, he's continually moved up. So I mean, I think that it was nice to see such a strong top 3, and then everybody else was really fighting for 4th place down.
Right.
But a question I'd like to ask: the physique you brought to the 2019 Olympia with no weight restriction. What would your body weight have been, say, if you had weighed in with no restriction? I'm just curious to know what your best physique body weight would be.
I really don't know because I don't even think I built as much tissue on my body yet as what I could to be my best. Truthfully.
Okay.
I think me at my best, I won't say last year, but I'll say in the future, I'll say probably 230 to 235.
Wow.
How tall are you now?
How tall are you?
5'6".
Okay,
5'6". So I think what has happened the last couple of years is, I don't want to say I look any worse at 212 than I did at 220, but I can tell if there comes a point when you're getting shredded, you're getting stage ready, you're getting 5, 4, 3% body fat. It's like I feel like sometimes you can kind of, if you were to give yourself another month, like 4 weeks or something, you can kind of grow into that weight. So if I would have held my weight at like 225 and grew into it a little bit and then dried out around 220, 225, that would have been phenomenal. You see what I'm saying?
So what would your favorite look be? If you had an idea of a body weight in your head, what would your favorite physique? Because sometimes, like say, go.
Yeah, if I could have like a really solid off season, or maybe even like an off season and then another, and compete and then another off season. Yeah. I think if I was around 230 to 235, it'd be nasty.
What do you think Flex Lewis will step on in the open class? Because he's 5'6" isn't it?
I think if
226.
I think if Flex is over 225, I don't think he'll look any better.
Yeah. I spoke to Flex. I mean, we were very specific about the number. It was 226.
Okay.
He said, "No, I've weighed myself." He said, "That's my best look." Well, it has been for a number of years.
Lunsford is a little bit wider than Flex.
You're wider across the shoulders and the back.
Frame than
Flex. Bigger frame. Yeah.
Actually, that comes from the words of Jose Raymond. My first Olympia, he's like, "Man, it's incredible how much you and Flex look alike, but." Yeah. My my clavicles are wider. My shoulders are wider.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to compare myself to him, but that is what Jose said, which to me was a great compliment. I was still up and coming, and like, you know what I mean? Like, I really didn't expect to be battling that year, which was 2017. I placed
You got 5th. Wasn't it?
USA's a week later wins Tampa, go and gets 5th Olympia, Rookie of the Year. And I spoke to Bob Chick, who did it? Was it Derek Lunsford? And he said, Jazzy won it by a freaking landslide. The Rookie of the Year award, 2017.
Dude, I was so proud of that award too. I still am. You know what? And I still carry Mr. USA around too all the time.
Yeah,
I love it.
You changed your Instagram name though.
Oh, he has changed his Instagram.
Advice from you.
We bullied him into it.
There was some advice given to me on that by a couple people. Yeah,
I think you've gone up a couple notches since the winning the USA's.
The thing is like in the industry, in bodybuilding industry, like the Mr. USA, it's like, isn't that an amateur show to turn pro? Well, yes, obviously it is. Yeah. Now, if I go out in public at the grocery store here and anywhere in the world, like if I was in the Philippines and said, hey, I won Mr. USA, they would go nuts. But if I said, hey, I placed second at the Olympia, they go, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like,
I won Tampa. They're like, oh, great. Mr. USA, Mr. USA.
Yeah. Did you enjoy the Philippines this time?
Oh, man. Every time I go is a different experience, right? This time I felt like I was a little bit more prepared for what I was getting myself into. Yeah. And we actually stayed a little bit longer while we were in there. But, man, you get to do things in the Philippines that you can't do anywhere else in the world. And it's a crazy place to go, man. There's like literally no rules. Like if you're driving down the street, first of all, I'm a good driver in the U.S., but no way will I drive there. I mean,
Really?
you'll pull up to like a three lane stop, you know, and you'll have all these motorbikes come around. You'll have like 15 or 20 motorbikes around you, and there'll be like 20, or there'll be like 7 lanes going, and like 20 motorbikes around your car, and the kids like banging on your door, and you're like, oh my god,
Bicep shot.
And I liked how Derek Lunsford.
they love the bicep shot.
Yeah.
I saw in his stories, you take a lot of time giving the locals their advice on training, and you saw in the stories, you know, like giving supplement advice and things. Is that something you like doing, or?
I love it, man. This is the thing is when I was going from being a wrestler to a bodybuilder, you know, back in, you know, 2013, 2014, it was all selfishness. I wanted to look good. I wanted to be praised and all this stuff. I don't even, like, the thing is this, I see it now as my opportunity to fulfill my purpose and give back.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I expect out of myself to be a great competitor, to have a great physique when it comes Olympia time. But the thing is like, this is an opportunity that's been given to me to be a role model for other people and to like, just be a good person. Cause I think that, and to show appreciation to others. I feel like nowadays, and at least in our culture, you know, in the Western culture, I feel like a lot of times us guys, we're too prideful to show appreciation for people that, you know, are doing good things in the world. So I feel like I can try my best to be like a good light for people. You know what I'm saying? And like, oh, Derek's trying to, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be like, I don't want people to perceive that wrong as like, oh, he's just trying to be this kind of guy. But no, the thing is, you know, I still have my struggles too. Like there's sometimes I'll be in the gym like yesterday, and time again, somebody was stealing my machine. And I wanted to be like, man, you got to be kidding me. I'm over here trying to get back into training and you're stealing my machine. But instead I just, you know, like, hey, they're here for a reason too, you know, so let them go. You can find something else, you know, whereas before, like I said, it was all selfishness, and maybe I would have, you know, been a little bit snappy at people. But now I'm able to be like, you know what, you know, people know who you are, people know what you do, and you need to act and be, do what's right. You know what I'm saying?
That's very good for make bodybuilding grow amongst regular, because bodybuilding has a little bit of a scary image of whatever.
That's true.
So when you meet bodybuilders at Derek's level, and they are the opposites, so for people at home who are big guys, try to be like Derek by being positive.
I don't know about that.
No, but the way when you react to people in the streets, you know, because you are a role model with those arms and you're walking around, even though they don't know who you are. But the way you carry yourself is very important for bodybuilding, Derek.
Right. I mean, Jay Cutler said it all the time. It's kind of hard to get away from what you look like. You know what I mean? Being a bodybuilder, like, you know, I think he was like 250 pounds, you know, competing in like, you know, nearly 300-pound guy, not me, but you know, Jay Cutler, he said it all the time, like, you can't get away from that. You can't really escape going to the grocery store and looking like what you look like. I don't care how much you cover up, people are going to be like, hey, that guy's different. Like, what's up with this guy? And so you're very hard to forget, you know, and when you're trying to build a reputation for yourself, which is very important to me, I want to be known as a nice guy. You know, I don't want to be known as a jerk. You know, so bodybuilding has really helped me take steps in that direction. Good. And I just sleep better at night, man. Like, it's kind of a personal thing for me. It really doesn't matter. If I wanted to be that guy that was, you know, talk bad about others and just had no respect for other people, I could. It wouldn't matter, but it would to me. And so bodybuilding has actually helped me that, or really like doing these interviews and being at the Olympia has helped me doing, you know.
Are you going to be at the Arnold Classic?
Well, I will be at the Arnold Classic, but I will not be competing at the Arnold Classic.
No, you won't be there.
No, I'm saying me and AJ going.
Before we go, we want.
He's coming. AJ's coming to the Arnold. We're going to meet up, man.
We're going after parties with Phil Heath is coming. Everybody's coming.
Come on, Derek.
We got to have you along.
We'll pop by.
We'll pop by. Thanks to Animal, of course.
Yep.
But before you go,
that is a very good company.
Very well. Yeah, it's very
like
good.
Good history.
Can you say something before we go? What's the message? What package will we see at the 2020? Because 212 class, it's important to keep the hype up now. Because we don't like that they're not at the Arnold Classic and things like that.
Yep.
What package will we see now? where will Derek Lunsford place?
Bearing in mind, I'm going to be
2020
texting Kamal under the table.
And Kamal, you're going to watch this. What's your message, Derek?
I'm texting him under the table, Derek.
What's the message?
I don't think I have a direct message as far as like, here you go. But, well, I've learned, and I guess it was brought to me by my fiance. She said, you've only done a handful of shows. I've done like 10 shows now or something. She said, you are actually getting things figured out for yourself on the hardest stage, the biggest stage in the world, and getting criticized the most.
Yeah.
And you're able to handle it now. So every year me and my coach have been able to take steps in the direction to, bring a better package on stage. Sometimes we've had hiccups during the prep. Last year was very smooth. I hope it does that, again this year. It was very smooth. But I think at the end is what really matters. And I think last year, shed a lot of light on what we should or shouldn't do. Yeah. And this year I can promise you once again will be my best all-time physique. I think anybody will agree every year I've gotten much, much better. Yeah. And I think that
better balance last year as well. Much better balance last year. The lower upper lower body is perfect balance now.
I'm very, very excited about that. And the thing is I think I have a very dangerous attitude, and don't get me mistaken when I say that. I mean, I'm coming and I know what I can bring, but I don't need to be out there, talking smack. I just know what I need to do and put my head down and just do the work. And I think that's a very, very dangerous combination.
Well, I'm excited. Really excited for the Olympia this year.
It's sad to see Flex Lewis go from the 212 class.
Nothing left to prove, though.
But it brings a lot of excitement.
Yep.
Well, I disagree with you on that one. And that's another conversation. You're right. Flex doesn't have anything to prove in the 212 division. However, as soon as I came...
He left.
Oh! Right, go. There's a text Flex now.
Oh, Flex.
Okay, I think we're going to leave it there. That's a brilliant one.
Where can people follow you, Derek?
Love it.
At Derek Lunsford _ on Instagram. And I have a YouTube. I don't do a lot with my YouTube, but there is videos on YouTube. Okay. And of course, the Animal Pack. You can always follow Animal Pack.
Okay.
So, and Gasp as well. Gasp has
Gasp, very good clothing company there.
Yes, we've also been collaborating as well. So
I saw you with fantastic. I'm really happy with Gasp. It's a fantastic company.
And give us some YouTube content, Derek. We want to see you train. We want to see the visuals. Okay. Your fans want to see you.
Yep.
All right. Yeah.
Thank you, Derek. Okay, Derek, we will we'll see you at the Arnold Classic, and we can have a good catch up. We'll come by the animal booth and say hi, and check out the cage and everything. And really, really excited for you for 2020, mate.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Derek.
Bye-bye.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, you can talk if you want, AJ. It's bloody mousing.
Careful you don't pull off the machine now. We got to get Clark to come up and fix it.
Yeah. Derek. Well, okay, Derek. Yeah. Derek. AJ.
Has he grown a little bit in the air? Is it a little bit different?
Yes. Well, he's a fast rising star, and imagine 2017 when he won Turn Pro. A week later, won Tampa. 6 weeks later, goes to the Olympia, but his head was spinning, and he was still so young. So he's an amazing
Derek Lunsford, Kamal,
and Sean Clarida.
Don't forget, I have not given up on Ahmed Ashkenani yet.
Okay. And I've got my eye on that Angel Calderas.
Angel Calderon.
I'd love to see him in the top 5 at the Olympia this year. Yeah, he's amazing.
He was overlooked in 2019. He got 10th.
10th.
He should have been at least a couple of places. Come on now.
I would have had him maybe around 6th.
That high?
Yeah, maybe 6th. Because Samuel Haddad was 5th, and he was certainly maybe even better.
And we're going to end it right after it, but there are some rumors of a 212 comeback, but we won't say from
who. Yes. Okay, then.
Yep.
That's a wrap. Okay, AJ.
That's a wrap. It's
and we are
scoop
out.
there. And we are.
And welcome back to MD Global Muscle here at the On The Rise Media Studio with me, your host, Giles Thomas, joined by my co-host, AJ, all the way from Norway. And who are we joined by, AJ?
2019 Arnold Classic winner, 2019 Mr. Olympia winner, cover boy of Muscular Development, and
Iron Idols.
Iron Idols. Thank you for sending these to us. Brandon Curry.
Yay! Give a round of applause, guys. Go on. Yay! Keep it going. Yeah! And you gotta give an intro like that to Mr. Olympia.
Hello.
Brandon, how are you, mate?
I'm doing great. Doing well.
Yep.
Before we talk about some bodybuilding, what's going on with that shirt, by the way? What are we promoting?
Yes.
What is this?
Oh, this is the gym, man. It's the gym, Carbon Culture. Official opening day is this Wednesday. We'll be opening doors. We have a PT, a personal training suite, that's open up to some members of the public to come train. Hardcore environment that's nice, clean, and we can get your work done.
We've seen some fantastic pictures. Wasn't the opening day, you've moved it forward because it was February the 1st, wasn't it, before?
February 1st is our grand opening. So
I
that's
see.
when we have a grand opening event. Several guests such as John Meadows, Chris Bumstead, Steve Kluko, Amanda Latona. We have a star-studded 9, Mark Lobliner, 9 guests coming in for that event, just to celebrate the grand opening with me and just promote our industry in this region.
Is that for regular people or people who train there? Is that open for anybody to come to your grand opening, or do you have to be a member, or how's?
Well, we have tickets. We have tickets for the event because it's going to be. We're expecting a lot of people coming in, but it's just the value of basically a guest pass. So anybody can come in with the value of a guest pass. Tickets just $15 to come in and see some of your favorite people in the industry and learn and meet and greet. So.
I mean, I've been staying in contact with Brandy. She's been sending me pictures because I wrote a piece in my upcoming.
Who's Brandy for people at home?
Brandy Curry is Brandon's wife.
I know.
I was writing something for my MD column, and she was sending me some images, and it looks a little bit different from your normal gym. And you're actually going to be franchising them, aren't you?
Well, that's sort of, so to speak. We have 2 more that we plan to at least open up this year that we know of so far. So in May we'll have another one coming out a little bit closer to me and where I train. It'll be a what we call a level 1. It'll be a little bit bigger, a little bit different from the one that we opened up initially, which is a personal training suite. But it'll be nice for people in Middle Tennessee to come, and they'll enjoy everything we put into these gyms. Yeah. I'll be selecting each and every piece for this next gym that we open because that's be the staple place where I will train most of the time. Okay. It'll be closest to me. So it'll be definitely bodybuilding, powerlifting, athletes can come in there and just get their work done and just be in that serious mode. You know, sometimes you go in the gym and if it's a fitness center or something like that, you're gonna get your work done, but you don't step in the door in that mind frame. You got to put your headphones on, get in that mind frame, and really get going. We want people to come in here in these facilities knowing what to expect. Whether they need the help, they're going to work with a superior, training and getting it done, or whether they're in there by themselves, pushing and motivating themselves with a training partner. You're going to come in them doors and everybody's going to be ready to work. And we're just doing it for the culture, for this culture.
Are you allowed to say about the May one? Because I was given a few more details from Brandy about
the plan is May 1st in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, this dead middle of the state is where we're going to put it. That's the plan. That's what we're shooting for. So I'll be doing some of my prep there for the Olympia before I had to Kuwait.
Oh, nice.
We're waiting on this baby to come. So it'll be outfitted for everything I need to get the work done. And so you can come join me and enjoy everything we put into it.
See that as an official invite, everyone? Okay. It's on video. It's on camera, Caleb. Yeah. So how's things been for you since the Olympia, mate? I mean, you got the new gyms coming. You got the new baby. When's the new baby due?
June 7th. Sorry, June 7th.
June 7th. Oh, cool. Okay. You excited?
No, July 7th. That's right, July 7th. Sorry, my bad. I am excited, but I've been through. It's not my first rodeo, and so I'm excited definitely. And my key thing is I just want the healthy pregnancies, healthy baby delivery. That's what I'm looking for. So we have a meeting tomorrow. I think Wednesday, with the midwife to kind of check on everything out, see how the baby's doing. So so far so good. Every checkup's been great. Just trying to make sure the wife stays, as stress-free as possible, which is kind of hard with the other ones running around busy as they can be. But we're just trying to manage everything, have another healthy baby, and just do the Curry thing, the Curry family thing. Yeah.
Before we brag about our epic Mr. Olympia All-Star Tour that we're having.
Olympia All-Star Tour 2020. Get the name right, please.
With the champ. This Arnold Classic. You can see me. He reacted. Yeah. You can see me.
He's listening.
Arnold Classic. You got Big Ramy or William Bonac winning?
Well, I have to go with who's been consistent, and that's William Bonac. Mm-hmm. We don't necessarily know what Ramy is going to bring to the stage. We know he's dangerous, but we don't know what kind of package he's going to bring to the stage. We can kind of anticipate that William is probably going to be on. He's not been on for any of the Arnolds that he's actually competed in recently, so I'm anticipating he will bring the package to win. We know he's hungry. Coming in runner-up, he's got some things to prove, and he wants to keep his status in the industry right now. So I'm pretty sure he's going to come bringing a great package for the Arnold. As far as Big Ramy coming, I know he's going to try to bring the best package possible. Nobody knows who he's working with. Nobody knows what kind of system he's under. So there's a lot of questions there in this camp that we need to answer before we can, figure out what kind of package he's really going to bring to the stage. We did see some pictures. What was that? So many weeks out. How many weeks out those pictures?
I don't know.
8 weeks out.
He's looking good.
He's looking good, but it's hard to tell with their pants on, and he always looks good. But
well, 8 weeks out, he looks good for 8 weeks out. But 8 weeks out, a lot of things can change. From looking good now doesn't mean a lot because a lot can change. You can over diet. You can do a lot of things. Yeah. We just don't know what he's going to bring to the stage. But right now, he's looking good. He's hopeful, but we'll see. To be continued.
If you look at Ramy from what he brought from the pre-judging to the night show at the last Olympia, because he took 6th place at the 2018 Olympia, and he was way out at the judging, but he actually really pulled it round, didn't he, for the night show? So my point is, his body can really change, literally in 24 hours.
Yeah, that's a big man's thing. The bigger the body, the greater the variability, and how quickly things can switch. Because you got to put a lot more into that machine to get it to working the way it needs to work. So that's a great variability in how he can look from 1 hour to the next. So that's the thing he's got to figure out. That's the biggest challenge for Big Ramy. And I know that he's hungry, and I know he's going to come out with the best package he can bring to prove everybody that he's still in the game.
Is he welcome back to Oxygen if he wanted to, or?
I can't speak for Battle Die on that sense. I know he still comes to Kuwait from time to time. Okay. I know some guys that work at Oxygen are still associated with him. He may even pop up and train in Oxygen every now and then. So he's not banging. I know that much. I don't think there's really, really bad blood. I just think he's making a decision for himself that he wants to make. And, he's going his own way. So
who's going to stop Ramy coming into your gym, though? Who's going to say, sorry, Ramy, you can't come in, mate?
Well, yeah. Well,
sorry, no, you're not coming in.
Man, but still, Brandon Curry's the one watching. Who's going to... it's new. Look at the sand down the back there.
I see it poking out of his head there. Look at that.
Mid-magazine covers.
Iron Idol dolls.
Are you enjoying this, Brandon?
Yeah, I make it a point to try to enjoy it as much as possible. Not to overthink it, but just to enjoy every moment and every opportunity that I have before me right now. But I'm focused. I'm focused on 2020. I'm focused on, what the plan is, what we need to bring. And, I'm watching these guys and seeing who's going to challenge, who's going to try to bring it in September. So I can't wait to the Arnold, That's going to be my motivational moment at the Arnold Classic. I'm going to be there sitting there and see which guys are really, really trying to improve and really going to challenge me.
I really liked your answer on the Valuetainment interview when he said, Patrick Bet-David said, you weren't really 100% at the Olympia, and you kind of went, well, then that's what makes me dangerous for next year. Because if I can come into the Olympia Because I personally, I do think your condition at the night show at the Arnold Classic, I was sat there front row, was slightly better than what you brought to the Olympia in terms of conditioning. You were bigger at the Olympia, certainly your upper body. So it was a really, really good answer that I think he maybe didn't expect. That, okay, well, if I can win the Olympia at 90%, what's going to happen when I've got a full year off? I don't have the Arnold Classic to train for, and I can just come in, at my best with a full year to prep.
Yeah, I haven't gotten a lot of rest, chasing trying to get this Olympia title. So this is the time I've had the most rest. I've been out in the gym, just trying to live like a regular person for a little bit. And now I'm just trying to kick back and get back into the bodybuilding groove of things as we speak. So it's the first time. So I know the body's going to be really responsive. I'm not stressed at all. Joints are feeling good. So when it comes back to just really, really getting into the groove and really pushing it, I'm gonna be ready to push, man. I'm kind of hungry right now,
It's good.
I would hope so.
I pushed that plate away, and now I'm hungry. So I'm ready to get into it.
Because this must feel a bit not strange, but to defend your title for the first time, Brandon. This is truly something almost as important as winning it, isn't it?
Oh yeah, of course, it definitely is. So for me, it's almost as if, in my mindset, it's like I never even won. I'm still trying to win in my mindset.
Good.
Yeah. So I'm not sitting here as an accomplished bodybuilder, as someone that is fulfilled and feel like I really accomplished something. No. I'm still hungry. I still got a lot to prove.
Yeah.
And I like all the jargon and all the talk that's going on, because that lets me know that I got a lot to prove. I got it's really motivating when you have the critics say this and say that, and not really see the position that I'm in. And I'm gonna show them the position that I'm actually in. And the reason why I'm here.
So 2020 Olympia compared to 2019 Olympia, more or less pressure?
For me in general, I think the pressure is going to be the same.
Okay.
It's going to be the same, because I'm not going to overthink it. I'm not going to overprocess it. I'm going to treat it like I would treat any other competition where I'm coming in trying to be my best. Because the goal is to be better. It's to be better than I have before. So anytime I come into a contest with that idea, I just have to be better. It's the same situation scenario. It doesn't matter what stage I'm stepping on. So I don't think it's any more pressure. I just think it's game time, really, in my mind. That's all it is. Game time.
AJ likes this kind of talk.
Yeah, but it's no. What can I say? Oh, somebody's knocking at the door.
Hold on one second.
It's food time.
Yeah.
Look at that! Look at that! He did that deliberately. That was set up. That was set up.
Arnold, and then to the right
Yeah, the Arnold. You got the Sandow. You've got his Iron Idol doll there in the background, right next to the Sandow. Little Brandon there. We've got the Arnold Classic chair trophy with the most muscular. Is that the most muscular trophy there? I didn't realize he'd won that.
Where's that?
Yeah, the one on the right there, the big glass thing, beneath the tub of Cytec protein. Sorry, we're just completely just looking through. Is that the Arnold Classic on the right? Oh, of course, you won the different Arnold Classics, didn't you? The Brazil.
Yeah, this is the Arnold Columbus.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is Arnold Australia.
Okay.
And this is Arnold Brazil.
Wow.
What can I say? Do they value them as much as the Arnold Classic? Or how do you look at those wins? Do you see them as the same as the Arnold Classic, or?
No, I see them as steps.
Okay.
Steps to the other one. So this is step 1.
Right.
Yeah.
Step 2.
That's a good answer.
Step 3.
Yeah. Step 4.
Step. Training split right now.
My current training split is I'm just trying to get in the gym and hit every body part at least once a week right now. So typically, if we start with chest, just to say we start with chest, biceps, back, triceps, shoulders, legs, and that rotation rotates no matter where I'm in the week. So it's not a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday thing. It just rotates. And actually, honestly, I train legs whenever they feel recovered. So I may just split that whole split up and throw legs in on a day I feel recovered, no matter when I've trained them previously. So, so that's what I'm doing right now. Just trying to work my way back into it. Not as much volume, just more intensity methods, taking at least every exercise to failure, but not trying to push the volume up too much.
So when would you really start to really ramp it up?
That when I really ramp it up is as I'm approaching heading to Kuwait, which will be, sometime after the Arnold.
Okay.
I'm amping up the volume there in preparation for what I know I'm going to be doing in Kuwait. So,
so you're going to go. So you're going to go to Kuwait. March till July, and then what's happening? Because obviously you've got the baby coming. I'm just wondering what your travel schedule will be in terms of that.
Well, I'm coming. I'm going to Kuwait. I'll be there for a few months, and I have to come back to the U.S. for some appearances anyway.
Okay.
So I'll remain in the U.S. until the baby comes. It's pretty similar to my schedule last season, except I did the Arnold.
Okay.
So it'll be very, very similar to last year's schedule. I went to Kuwait for a little bit. I came back for some guest postings and whatnot. Stayed in the U.S. and then I basically planned out when I was going to head back to Kuwait for that final stage of prep. So,
yeah.
Very much similar. Except we just have some different reasons.
Okay, AJ.
I'm really excited about what's going to happen in 2 weeks.
I was just about to say I want to talk about something.
So, Giles, inform us a little bit what's going to happen.
Yep. In a little over 2 weeks' time, Brandon Curry, Mr. Olympia, Arnold Classic champion, is coming over for our very first Olympia All-Star Tour 2020. First one or two 2020. Sorry, did I spit on you?
No, I'm crying.
Oh, you're crying. Sorry, AJ's getting emotional now.
Celine Dion.
Celine Dion.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Brandon, can you hear us? Can you see us?
Hello,
can you see us? Oh, sorry, I thought you were just staring like we'd lost it. Sorry, or maybe just bored of me here talking.
Who are these two idiots?
I've never heard of these guys before. Yeah. So, Brandon, we are honestly, mate, I speak for myself and hopefully AJ. We are very, very, very excited to have you coming over. We're going to be going to...
Kamal one is going to be good.
Yes. We're going to have 4 days in the UK, and then we're going to Portugal and Spain. And, so are you excited to come over, mate?
Of course, man. Of course. I've been, at home, sitting on my butt for a little bit. So it's about time I get some air miles and get back on the road a little bit. So to meet and greet with the fans. So, I will be at the LA Fit Expo as well. So that'll kick it off this weekend. But I'll be out there for the tour, man, enjoying everybody meeting and greeting. It should be a blast, so I can't wait. And
the first day is going to be actually Derek Clark here. He's our technical director. He's actually running. There's Derek there. He's running the charity event Unique Potential. We've got the wristbands on here. So so it's I think that's going to be a really nice, positive way to kick off the tour. Kamal El Gargani, the 212 Olympic champion, is going to come up and join us. We've put you in put you both in a very, very nice hotel. Food's excellent, so we're going to really look after you, Brandon. I'm going to make sure you're well looked after, mate. But
that's a hotel to put all your dates in, isn't it?
Shut up. Anyway, Brandon, stop it.
Okay.
Cramp in my arm now. Thank you. Okay, thanks for that segue, AJ.
No, but it's going to be amazing. Kamal is a great... Do you know Kamal personally? Have you met Kamal? Have you had any relationship?
I've met Kamal. Yeah, he's a really great guy. Every interaction I've had with him has always been great. So I'm looking forward to it, man. Forward to it. And plus, he's an entrepreneur. He's great for the sport.
Yeah, that's true.
Very, very good guy. So I respect him a lot, definitely.
Yeah, and the Olympia Instagram posted the tour posters today. We were driving in, AJ goes, "Oh, this is good." They're promoting the tour. So we've got. I mean, it's not. Yeah. They put it on the Olympia Instagram today. If you have a look, it's nice to have the backing from. Big thank you there to Dan Solomon as well from AMI and the Olympia for putting their faith in us and helping us with videography, so we can, really reap some good positive footage, which promotes you in a good light, and it promotes the sport in a good light, and the Olympia title, because to see you integrating with the fans, because the thing is with you, Brandon, you're such a nice laid back person, and you've always got time for the fans, and and I think that's something we really want, and I think Dan Solomon really wanted to capture, so
because we had the Comsa guys going to film each place we go. A 10-minute video is going to release on Olympia channel
from every day. So
for fans who are idiots who aren't coming, they have something to look at on the internet. Should have came though, but
well, and also we've invited a lot of our British IFBB pros as well, because we're going to be so that's going to be a nice little group shot as well. So it's going to be a great start to the tour, and we can't wait, can we?
And the goal is for us, for you, for everybody, that the Mr. Olympia champion gets the respect that he this is something we wish to do for whoever wins. Hopefully you're gonna get another couple ones. This is not the end.
Get a bigger cabinet.
But I just hope the sport needs, like, when Olympia champion wins the title, that he tours the world where people might not even. It's something inspiring for young people, you know. I know. Imagine when you were 18 or 19 to shake the hand of Lee Haney or whoever it was.
Dorian.
Brandon, it's you don't see it as much maybe because you are the champion, but it's really special meeting you, Brandon. You know, for people who follow bodybuilding, to meet the person for how much? £20 or whatever it is they have to pay to see you.
Yeah, the tickets are
like,
pretty much around that price. Yeah.
It's you're part of making history, Brandon. You know, these are moments that it's really nice. You know, it's something special, Brandon, and we love to be a part of it.
Yeah,
I'm glad you guys, you know, were able to create this partnership with the Olympia. I think it's something that's going to continue for years to come. It's a great idea, a great way to get us out there, get us in the trenches, you know, and meeting the people that support us, you know, or don't support us. Either way it goes.
Don't worry, I'm going to give him the Triple H tombstone if somebody. Yeah.
Okay, then. Well, I mean, I just wanted to get you on, Brandon, and obviously we're back with season 2 of Global Muscle, our first episode back. We really wanted to get you on as ever.
And Hector can we talk about this? Is there somebody coming down and filming your event opening, MD? MD will definitely be in the house.
Brilliant.
Be there. Hector will be there filming, getting footage. I think even the day prior, maybe they'll be in there. So it's going to be a fun-filled event, man. We're just gonna enjoy it, man. Open our doors to the general public and have everybody come out there, enjoy and meet and greet, and just kind of be in a bodybuilding atmosphere and community. You know, it's all about community, man. We wouldn't be anywhere without, you know, the people that are into what we do, even if they don't compete. They're into going to the gym. They're into working hard. They're motivated by what we do, and you know, we got to give back to that community. So basically this is a safe haven for the people in this community to come, and they know they can be serious. They know they're not going to be kicked out for trying to be better, you know? We got a whole trend of gyms that don't want bodybuilders and don't want
no lunk alarm.
Yeah,
so, you know, we want to welcome, you know, the people that other people won't welcome, you know what I'm saying? So
AJ, 2020, at least 2 new gyms. I mean, beautiful. I mean, I've seen the pictures. They look absolutely spectacular. 2 new gyms, Olympia All-Star Tour, and Olympia. I mean, it's going to be a good year. It's going to be a good year.
Also, that's also, you can win titles, but if you don't do anything with it to create anything, a better life, it's good, but it's not the same.
Maximizing opportunities.
But you're maximizing your opportunities, you know, and we're proud of it. And last thing, how big are your arms right now? You measured them lately?
I haven't measured them lately, but every I've been asked that question more than once.
They're looking kind of big right there, bro.
My partner saw me in the gym. He knew I hadn't been training nothing but like a week or so, and he was like, "Bro, you only been training for a week." I'm like,
how big do you think they are, Josh?
I don't know, but I will drop this note. You know, carbon culture. You know, we're trying to do some big things, and soon, you know, after our second gym open, we're looking to partner with another I3 Pro as well, and expand and to another location in the U.S. as well. So, you know, this thing is growing. And we just like to spread this thing around. So look out for that. You know, we won't stop here. Tennessee is not on.
Well, obviously we are privy to certain facts in the industry from certain people you might be married to, which we can't divulge because that's your news to release. So we're just really, really happy for you, Brandon, because you're such nice people and you're a great representative for the sport, and it's nice to see. You know, especially now you're still a reigning Mr. Olympia, that the fact that you're creating these opportunities now, not years after you've kind of maybe retired one day, you know. So it's good to see. I mean, just to think back where, you know, like 2016, I know I keep referring to that in interviews with you, but no, it's like it's a real, if you look at where your life was and your mindset and, you know, in 2016, to see what you guys have done in 4 years, because you are a team, to see what you've done in 4 years, it's absolutely, it's motivating and inspiring.
Well, what can I say, man? What can I say? We're blessed people.
Yeah.
And, hard work definitely pays off. You just got to stay on the grind. When it's looking bad, hey, you got to keep the faith. You got to keep the faith, keep driving, keep working, keep believing. And, with a little bit more patience, you'll reach it. You'll reach that mountaintop. And that's my story. That's my story in a nutshell.
Patience, hard work. There's a fantastic example of that.
And now we got the dolls to prove it.
Yeah. We've even got. This is actually not. There, look. Iron Idols.
Oh, that's the same one, isn't it?
Fight.
Yeah. Hold on, Giles is.
Carly's going crazy because he loves all this sort of stuff. He loves all that.
Well,
so, yeah. It's not life size, by the way.
Thanks for Brandon Curry.
Yeah.
Thanks to SciTech. Thanks to Carbon Culture.
Yeah.
Thanks to Olympia Tour. Arnold Classic champion. Where's Olympia champion?
Gorilla Wear.
Gorilla Wear. Yeah, of course. Yeah, Gorilla Wear.
Something else?
Well, for now, we won't divulge anymore.
Okay, yeah.
Some of these things,
It just sounds like
these things we got to wait on a little bit more,
Yeah.
Too much news, not too much news right now.
You don't want to brag
we have
too
more
much.
interviews to come. More interviews to come.
It is.
With a man with an Arnold Classic trophy and an Olympia trophy doesn't need to brag.
No, that's true.
He just has to go that. He has to do that.
Yeah.
That's it. There we go. Okay, Brandon. Well, thank you for coming on, mate. As ever, it's always a privilege. And we're very, very excited. We're going to work very, very hard these next few weeks until you come over. And then we're going to have a lot of fun. And it's going to be great to connect you with the fans. And,
You can't have a Global Muscle Season 2 first episode without the Mr. Olympia champion.
Or a microphone.
And congratulations on getting this season 2 started.
Ah, yes, there you go. I've been crying.
You guys, you're working hard, man. Some things.
I got a gray hair.
It was getting tense, but you got it done. Me
and AJ have been crying to Brandy at funny times. It's so stressful. But team effort.
Team effort. That's right. It's all about the team, man. You got a good team. Keep it going. Keep it up, guys.
All right, Brandon. Well, we're going to drop the mic now. So thank you so much, and we're looking forward to seeing you in 2 weeks, buddy.
Bye.
Thank you.
Dropping the mic means actually dropping the mic, bro.
Okay. I'm such a nerd. Bye-bye. Thank you, Brandon.
See you.
There we go. Oh, Mr. Olympia. What's the matter?
We have to brag a little bit, huh? Last year, we had Phil Heath, first episode. Then we wait another year. We have Brandon Curry, and we have the Mr. Olympia Tour.
Yes.
And a new studio.
Yeah.
Let's go. 2020 is going to be a good year, bro.
Yeah.
On the rise.
Kicking my head. It was. Yes.
On the rise.
On the rise. On the rise media.
Muscular development.
Taking over if we haven't already. And we are out. And welcome back to MD Global Muscle here at the On the Rise Media Studio with me, your host, Giles Thomas. And I'm joined by my co-host, AJ, all the way from Norway. And we're joined by...
two-time 2019 IBB Pro Bikini winner, Noora Mahonen.
Give her a round of applause. Yay! Come on, guys. Go on. And you. Very weak clapper.
How are you feeling, Noora?
Hi, I'm feeling really good. I'm actually now in Arizona, United States.
Oh, wow.
Wow. What are you doing there?
I came here to see my coach, just to train a little bit and plan for this year.
So, Noora, we met in Romania, 2019. She was going to actually do a little video thing for Global Muscle's Instagram in the Philippines, but you ditched us.
Oh.
Now you remember, huh?
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. She won that show?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Then in Romania, when I was working in Romania, usually we are not bikini experts, are we?
I am now.
You are?
Yeah, I'm now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we follow the bikini class.
No, I've been studying.
But
it's true.
I saw the special talent Noora has. I saw it right away without even following bikini class so hard. So I interviewed you, I think, 2 times for MD at Romania.
Yeah, it was one was before the show and one was after for the win.
Because I knew she was going to win.
Yeah.
And she won.
Fantastic.
So walk through Romania for us. How was that experience for you going into Romania as a winner in the Philippines and then going to Romania as with a win under your belt? How was that for you?
I mean, I was feeling so nervous because I had just come out of a show win, and I knew that was going to be my last show of the year. Like, obviously, I wanted to win it. Like, I don't want to end my season at bad placing, you know? But, yeah, it went well.
It went well. Were you confident on stage? Do you think you were going to win? How did you feel on stage? How was the experience for you?
I was actually feeling quite calm, which was quite interesting because I was nervous, but yeah, I felt great.
Yep.
What can I say? What else can we say? Can you tell us more about because a lot of bikini girls, well, we can't say a lot, but some people don't work full-time jobs.
Right, yeah.
Nora, you're from where?
I'm from Finland.
Are you the only pro league athlete in bikini in Finland, or?
There's a couple of more, but they haven't been that active lately. Like maybe a couple of years ago they were, but not anymore.
So you're on the point I'm getting at. You're only 22, 23, or?
Yeah, I just turned 23. Yeah.
And tell us what you do. She has a full-time. Tell us your daily schedule, Nora, for people at home saying bikini don't work hard.
So I completed 2 degrees, specializing in economics and business, and I work as a finance specialist.
Wow, 2 degrees.
Yeah.
Hang on, you're 23. When did you start studying for these degrees? Did you study them separately or?
Yeah, at the same time.
Oh, at the same time?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's impressive.
Yeah, that was rough, you know.
That's
I
incredible.
also had like 2 jobs at the same time because I had to finance myself because I was living on my own.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's amazing. Tell us more about that. Tell us. I'm intrigued by this.
Like about my job?
Yeah, tell us more about the job and tell us.
Tell us more. When do you wake up to do this?
Okay.
When do you have to wake up? How's your schedule as a bikini pro? Because you're not sponsored yet, are you? Or
No, actually I'm not.
Wow.
well, you know who sent her some gift bags the other day?
Who?
Your good friend Henny Rambod.
Oh, Honey from Ep.1.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. How's that going?
Yeah, Imogen.
Yeah. But anyway, tell us your day. When do you wake up? When do you train? How long do you work? When do you go to bed? Things like that. Because it's really interesting when you see how much dedication it is.
Yeah, the structure.
Yeah.
So now that I'm not on a prep, I usually wake up at 4:30.
That's when we go to bed, eh? Oh, me. No, you sleep early, so it goes a little bit.
you go to bed at 4:30.
I know. You wake up 4:30, yeah?
Yeah, and then I just get ready for work. Then I'll be at the office at 6 or 7 a.m. Then I leave at 3 or 4. And then I go to gym, see my friends, go home, go to bed at 8.
Wow. So
repeat.
Yeah. Wait,
People call. Yeah, it's funny because people call me a grandma because I go to sleep so early.
What time do you go to bed? What was it, like 9 o'clock or something, or 9:30 or?
No, at 8.
8 o'clock.
If I'm on a prep,
if
I'm on a
4.
prep, I might go at 7.
Right.
7 o'clock, yeah.
7 o'clock.
Wow.
Wow, that's
and
incredible.
you're always, you don't eat much, do you? No, I'm just saying.
I do.
You don't eat much.
You're always lean. You're always lean, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm now like maybe 2.5 kilos above my stage weight in Romania.
Wow.
2.5. So you right now you're 2.5 kilos over your stage weight in Romania. Have you gone 2 months since then?
Yeah, it's almost 3 months now.
Wow. Is this regular for bikini girls, or is this something we see in bikini, or is it only you doing that?
I think some people does. I prefer doing like lean gains than getting too much out of shape, you know. It's easier to see how much do you grow, and it's easier to diet.
Okay, so you've done 2 pro shows. You've won 2 pro shows. That obviously qualifies you for the Olympia this year in 2020.
That's awesome. I'm so excited.
I'm trying to get a feel for the mindset of how it would feel to be getting your pro card in 2018.
Yeah.
Doing 2 pro shows in 2019, winning them.
Who gave you the pro card, by the way? Was it Kai Green?
It was. Pardon?
Wasn't it Kai Green who gave you the?
No, I did my. That was the second pro show I did, but I win my pro card in July. It was the Big Man weekend in Spain.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
So obviously now, is it you're literally just going to prep for the Olympia now this year?
No, I will be doing maybe 2 or 3 shows. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Which ones? Do you know? Are you allowed to say yet or?
I think I will start with Pittsburgh Pro.
Oh, Pittsburgh.
Yep.
That's a good one to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a big one.
And the others? Are you allowed to say?
Pardon?
What about the other shows? Have you decided yet, or?
No, I haven't decided yet, but maybe some other shows that are close to Pittsburgh.
Are you all in America as well?
Pardon?
Are you going to do them all in America as well?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're just going to fly back and forth from Finland to America, back to Finland, back to America, and back and forth.
What about
traveling.
Sorry. Yeah. What about your European fans? They want to see you compete in Europe.
That's what I'm getting at. Yeah.
Aren't you doing any shows in Europe?
Of course, I will go to Romania to defend my title.
Okay.
You did Romania in 2018, correct? Also.
Yeah.
How were you impressed by the job Wings of Strength did in 1 year? Can you, as an athlete, you competed in 2018 and 2019. Can you tell me from your experience as an athlete, was it improved or what do you think about it?
Yeah, I think it was even bigger last year than it was in 2018. It was like amazing. Everything was perfect.
Yeah.
Running smoothly and the atmosphere was great. Everything was, great.
Yeah. One of the biggest scandals in 2019 already is that Nora is not doing 20.
Yeah,
is that Nora is not doing the Arnold Classic.
Yeah.
We were disappointed in that.
Too early.
Yeah. But other than that, can you give us your top 5 Arnold Classic bikini for Arnold Classic? Top 5 from 1 to 5, Nora, from another bikini girl.
In order or just the top 5?
What do you think, Giles?
Order.
In order. The way you say,
oh man, this is gonna be hard.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's for the bikini fans out there.
I would root for Angelica
Texera.
Texera?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize she was doing it. I didn't realize she was doing it.
She's the winner from...
she won the... How many times did she win the Olympia? Was it 2 or 3 times?
2 or 3 times?
I think she was second last year at the Olympia.
Yeah.
Then the runner-up could be Janet Lowe.
Janet Lowe, yeah.
She's very good, yeah.
Yes, very, very good.
Very good,
on the rise.
She's on the rise. She's a little bit older now, isn't she? But she's still on the rise.
Janet Lowe.
Janet Lowe.
I suppose, yeah, she's got teenage children.
Yeah. Okay, she got her as number 2.
Still very young and beautiful, though.
Then I would have Isa, the Miss Bikini champion.
Oh, Isa Passini.
Oh, you have her.
Yeah, Isa.
So you have the Mr. Olympia champion getting 3rd.
Probably not the Mr. Olympia champion. Sorry, I've got to sort this back.
You gotta fix it up.
Sorry, it's really bugging me, that microphone. Sorry. That's really bugging me, so I had to sort that out.
So you have the Olympia winner finishing 3rd.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna tell her.
We're gonna create some bikini beef now. Yeah?
Bikini beef.
Who do we have in 4th?
I would say Ashley Caldwasser.
I tell you what, that is a hell of a lineup. That's wow. Okay.
And who do you have in 5th?
Attila Santiago, the other Brazilian girl.
I'm afraid I'm not aware of this.
With the black curly hair, or?
Yeah, I think it's maybe brown, quite dark hair. Yeah, girly.
You said those names very quickly. You seem to be quite sure of your choices there. You said so. Yeah, you've really kept an eye on the. It's nice to see that you really keep an eye on the competition, because sometimes you speak to certain categories and they kind of don't really focus too much on the other competitors. But you were very quick with your answers there. So you've really, you've really, and we've not schooled her, I swear, but you really were very hot with quick with your decisions there.
So obviously I'm on tier Tira, on Team Noora Mahonen in 2020. What improvements do you need to make a splash at the Olympia? Because going to the Olympia is probably special in itself. But you got how many girls are the Olympia, Giles, in bikini usually?
At least 30. At least 30. Yeah, at least 30.
Yeah, I think last year there was 35.
Yeah, the classic and the bikini was about between 30 and 35, certainly on stage.
So what are you going to do with your physique to improve your physique enough to get that top 10 placing we want to see you at this Olympia?
I will have to grow some more hamstrings and glutes, but I think that's quite popular feedback for a bikini girl.
Yeah.
So that's my main focus, and of course, like stage presentation. You can always practice more posing. When your body changes a lot, you will have to try different angles, how you look, and that kind of stuff.
Do you have a posing coach?
Yeah, I've been working with Brina Martinez. She's also.
Who? Sorry.
Yeah.
Who's this? Sorry, I'm not aware of this lady.
Brina Martinez.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know who she is. I might nod.
We only know what's her MD.
Well, Kenny Wallach is one of the main posing coaches.
For bikini too.
Yeah, he does. I'm sure he does all categories. And who else? Yeah, that's probably the only one I really know. Posing coach.
So
it's very important posing in bikini. It's like when you go to the Olympia, you can see that because it's such a stacked quality of competitors. Things like the posing can make a difference. Like the top 6 girls will pose better than the rest, and so it's obviously judged.
Also, just a question. How's the bikini girls feeling about the wellness class coming into the Pro League?
Oh, that's a good question.
How are the bikini girls? Is there some beef going on, or are we all friends, Michael Jackson style? What's the from a bikini girl? Do we welcome the wellness class, or what do we do?
I think everyone is looking forward to the new class and how if it's going to affect how they're going to judge bikini now, since there's also wellness, which is more muscular look.
Personally, sorry to interject. I think there would be more sort of tension maybe between figure and wellness than bikini. I think there's a bigger disparity between bikini and wellness. It's closer between, because sometimes if you're a figure girl with big legs and you want to not come in super shredded, then the wellness class will be for you. So yeah. I think a bikini look and a wellness look is really quite different. They're very, very different looks. It's like comparing, I can't think of an example.
And those wellness girls, they have like crazy genetics.
Yeah.
Like Brazilian girls, it's like insane.
They're just huge legs.
Yeah.
Are you friends with anybody else in the Pro League in Finland, by the way? Are you friends with any other Finnish competitors? Because we know Minna Pojatti is a good friend of ours.
Oh, yeah, fantastic. Yeah, I love Minna.
Oh, yeah, you have had her as well here?
Yes, we've had her on twice.
She was on twice.
Twice, yeah, Minna. Yeah, she's fantastic athlete.
Wow.
Do you know her? Or are you friends with her? Or do you know her? Or?
Yeah, I know her. I've met her maybe a couple of times. I met him in Romania and then in Toronto.
Okay. Do you know Kila Kujala?
Yeah, I know him. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
He was also in Romania. Yeah.
He's
say his name in Finnish. Say it, Jones, first. Say it first.
Kila Kujala.
How do you say it?
Kila Kujala.
Exactly the same as I said it. Colleen, that was exactly
Charles,
the same,
you're
wasn't it?
almost right.
Thank you. I'm always almost right.
The best was Dennis Wolf says gills.
Gills. Can you straighten your microphone, AJ? You're going to break it.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Very expensive equipment. It's all brand new. You're going to break it.
Afraid of this microphone.
Just straighten it, please. Like this. No, like this. Like this. Sorry. No, this needs to be angled. There you go.
So, how long are you in America?
I came here on Friday evening, and I'll be leaving this Saturday evening. So I'll be here for 8 days.
Mm-hmm. So when's the prep starting? When do you going to start your prep?
I don't actually know. I have no idea.
So
maybe I would like to start in maybe the middle of February. But I'm not sure. Yeah.
Because the Pittsburgh is May, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in May.
So if you start in February, that's a good 12 weeks.
Then it will be 10 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, 10 weeks. Okay.
That's a smart
Yeah.
show.
But my shortest prep was it was 2 to 4 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
4 weeks. So what show was that for?
The first show for 2019, I did 4 weeks.
What show was that? Sorry, which show in particular?
That was Big Man Weekend in Spain.
Oh, okay, big man. That was where you turned pro.
Yeah.
Oh, so you turned pro on 4 weeks prep. Okay.
No. I turned pro 2018.
Oh, sorry.
Now,
Sorry.
yeah. So that was just the same show, but the pro
Right.
category. Yeah.
Well, Nora, we just wanted to have you on because we wanted to feature, because we call Global Muscle, aren't we?
Here we are, called Global Muscle.
And sometimes the girls who doesn't have the big American name, they don't get the same exposure.
Yes.
Nora is definitely one of the top young bikini girls in the world.
Yep.
And that's why we wanted to have you on, Nora.
2 pro wins.
Thank you so much for having me.
Nora, sorry?
No.
Yeah, Nora, really appreciate you coming on. AJ's said a lot of good things about you. He's very impressed with you. And it's nice to get on the new athletes and the new kind of up and comers who are on the rise. And I can't wait to see you at the Olympia now.
And where can people follow you?
They can follow me on Instagram.
What's the Instagram? What's the Instagram?
Do I have to?
I think that's what we're shooting for. You have to spell it.
You got to spell it.
NNOORA.
Nora. So it's a double. So is it double? So you're saying double N?
Yeah, double N.
Oh, double N. Is that how you spell your name actually?
No, it's just one.
Oh, so you've changed it for Instagram. Yeah. Okay.
And EMIL.
Nora, poor girl. We're gonna put in this.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I see him.
Do you know how
Carlene's making notes.
How hard it is to spell it?
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, it's just my first name and my second name.
Okay.
Nora Emilia.
Okay. Okay then, Nora. Well, we really appreciate you coming on, and myself and AJ will be at the Olympia, won't you, AJ?
Yes, we will this time. We're gonna.
You'll be able to spot AJ because he'll be going absolutely crazy in the front row in the press pit. So it'll be good. It'll be good. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be good, and very best of luck with your 3 pro shows this year, the Pittsburgh and the 2 other shows. We'll be following your progress, and tell you what, get another pro win and you can come on again. So there's motivation for your 10-week. There's motivation for your 10-week prep.
Have a great day.
Okay then, Nora.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you, Nora. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. This mouse is very sticky.
Giles is not an expert, as you can tell.
This mouse is really sticky. We need.
Hey.
You can click off yourself. Oh, what am I doing? I'm sorry, guys. What am I doing? This is
Oh my god.
Giles was born in 1958, so he's kind of struggling right now.
I can't do it.
And Nora just sitting there looking.
Nora,
you can log out, Nora. Let's go.
Okay.
Nora on the rise, and we out.